As you may know, I was watching One Piece and I was loving it. But then I had to take a break. I took a hiatus. A really long one. I dropped One Piece during Punk Hazard because it was so boring and it was dragging. I somehow survived Skypiea, Thriller Bark, and Fishman Island, but Punk Hazard broke me. But today, that all changes. I'm giving One Piece another shot. 24 hours, no breaks. Can I push through Punk Hazard and make it to Dressrosa? The rules are simple. I must be watching for the full 24 hours. If I fall asleep, the challenge is over. Obviously, if I quit, the challenge is over. I'll have a CCTV-esque camera like this, capturing the full 24 hours. Also, bit of a disclaimer, I had to refilm this intro, so when the background changes back to my old place, don't freak out. Let's do this.
As Kinamon's son.
The beginning of the challenge was so easy. Such a cakewalk. Just classic One Piece laughing at Sanji and Zoro. And obviously getting super hyped at how badass Zoro is.
Yes.
Oh, this is gonna end perfectly on the 3-hour mark.
I'll be there shortly.
Yes. Okay, 3 hours and 9 episodes in. Regarding the challenge, this is just a normal day of watching anime for me, so I don't feel anything at the moment. If I felt tired now, after 3 hours, I would retire from watching anime. In terms of the show, it's pretty annoying that I dropped Punk Hazard right before it starts getting good. Why couldn't it start like this? Then it would have gripped me from the get-go. I'll see you again at 6 hours. The highlight of the next 3 hours had to be this hype-ass moment right here. Just look at my reaction. Aokiji, Aokiji.
Pardon me for the intrusion. That man you intend on killing right there. He's an old friend of mine.
That moment was so hype, I just had to drink to it. And what would be more fitting than the Holy Grail? A white monster. And then, out of nowhere, it's like my prayers were answered. I have waited so long for this. A tournament arc. Yes! Okay, 6 hours and 18 episodes in. I don't know how, but the last 3 hours were better than the first 3 hours. This really feels like my DGen days of when I first got into anime and I could not switch it off. With that being said though, the fact that there's still 18 hours left is really daunting. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. The end of Punk Hazard was absolutely incredible. I loved every moment of it. But I will save the bulk of my thoughts for my typical arc review, so stay tuned for that. Dressrosa has already started strong. The Ace flashbacks are hitting me so hard emotionally. And most importantly, I finally got the tournament arc I've been craving. I'm eating good. Let's not waste any more time. I'll see you at the 9-hour mark. After all that big talk, the first signs were starting to show. I was cracking. I was yawning. Could I make it to 24 hours when I'm yawning at 7.5? There was only one thing I could do in this moment, and that was plaster over the cracks with another energy drink.
Damn world upside down. There's a big wave that's about to crash through this world, and I think that Doflamingo's ship can ride it out.
9 hours in, and it's starting to take its toll now. I literally just finished my second energy drink, and I had a coffee when I started, so I should be a bit more energetic than I am right now. But the yawns have kicked in. I'm officially yawning. A rough feeling, especially knowing that I've got 15 hours to go. Wish me luck. As much as I'm thoroughly enjoying the show at the moment, and Bato's introduction gave me a brief spike of energy, because that guy's fucking hilarious, the sheer length of this challenge is hitting me a bit. But no more wasting any time, I will see you at the 12-hour mark, the halfway point, and I'll let you know how I'm holding up. Spoiler, I was not holding up well at all. Bro, I'm fucking dying out here. And I'm not even halfway.
Situation
Oh god. Here he goes again. This is actually so sad to watch back. Almost there. Which is a lie. I'm only 11 hours in. 12 hours. Halfway there. I should feel positive. But I don't. I feel dead inside. But I think I can make it. And this ARP is super dope. Except that fucking Giola fight. I don't know what that was about. That was a fucking snooze fest. I think I'd fall asleep if I just started that arc and I didn't watch for fucking 12 hours. It isn't even done yet, and boy is it a hard watch. I'll see you in 15. Luckily, the next 3 hours started strong, and I got a nice hype reveal. I'm so glad I did not know this fight was a thing. I'm so glad this was never spoiled for me. But that hype wore off pretty quickly. I'm so tired. A nap would be so good. Clap, clap, clap. Kill me. I can see my bed in my peripheral vision over there. And it's looking as good as 2007 Megan Fox. That just sounds like I want to fuck my bed, actually. You know what I mean. I'll see you at 18 hours. Yeah, that joke was pretty weird. So here's me chugging my third energy drink like a fucking dog, dude. I'm pretty impressed, I'm not gonna lie. You should subscribe just for how impressive that was. What you're about to see next is a combination of an unhealthy amount of caffeine and a lack of sleep. Yeah, it's not a pretty sight. Lock in. I think I have transcended. I am beyond tired. I've crossed realms. All I know is One Piece. I had another energy drink, and it could be helping, but I could also have a heart attack, so we'll see. But so far, so good. Only a whole 6 hours left. It's super easy. Not gonna lie, if I wasn't on such a good arc, I would have quit by now. Fuck me. I'll see you at 21 hours. Now I know what you're thinking. There's no ways you'd have another energy drink, and you'd be wrong. Please do not do this at home. This was so stupid. Such an unhealthy amount of caffeine. God. Now this next part, you can clearly see I'm playing with a golf ball, right? And here, I promise you I'm still playing with a golf ball. So when I see Nico Robin while doing this action, I promise you I am not some sort of creep. I've been blessed. I'm awake now. Moving on very swiftly from that. How fucking sick was this scene? Oh my god. I wish I could watch it again for the first time.
Ace, I take your ability.
I absolutely love this show, man. I'm so glad I did this. As much as I complained, I'm so glad I did this. Fuck, Sabo getting the devil fruit has... Oh, it's so hype. 21 hours in. The final stretch after this update. I was so close to giving up. I was even close to cheating and taking a power nap, but I am not a bitch, and I ain't a cheat. So, yeah. Senor Pink might be the GOAT, for real. If it wasn't for his insane humor, I'd be passed out over there. Also, Usopp is really pissing me off. Like, a lot. But I'm not going to get too much into that because, you know, review. And, yeah. Let's go. Final 3 hours. Am I going to make it? I don't know. That looks very wrong. But as you can tell, I was struggling. Until I realized we were going into the final hour. Final hour, final hour, final hour, final hour, final hour. And as this episode ended, I was left with a very unfortunate situation. What, 10 minutes? Do I watch another episode? Or do I end this 10 minutes early and go to sleep? For the culture. You gotta break that 24-hour mark, so... Another one it is! Situation. Look how ecstatic I am to finish this challenge. Whoa! go! 24 hours. I did it. I fucking survived. I should feel way happier for completing this, but I just want to fucking sleep so bad. Yeah. This is me the next day. I watched that final 24-hour update and I couldn't leave the video on that. Looked like I wanted to kill myself. I've had a long rest and I feel energetic now. But yeah, that challenge was, in hindsight, maybe because I completed it, it feels easier. It feels like I could do it again pretty easily. But in the moment, it actually did suck ass. It's not so much like the feeling tired. It's just the constant thought of being like, I have this many hours left still. That's like a work day and a bit. It's almost 2 work days. Actually, at one point, it was more than 2 work days. It's those thoughts that really drag you down. But the good news is, I am absolutely hooked on One Piece again, and that's what this challenge was about. So, thank you for joining me on this journey. I'm glad I didn't kill myself or fail. Killing myself is probably worse than failing, but you know what I mean. Please do subscribe, please like the video, and yeah. Peace.